How you doing? This is GC. This is day number 66, and this is my daily update. Um, okay, I have got all my details for tomorrow for the Japanese TV show, so that's quite exciting. And I'm really looking forward to it as well. Fuck, I was meant to phone the agent back. I'll phone him back once I've done this. Never mind. Um, Right. I've just been literally about 10 minutes ago had an email, and because I'm out and about, I only noticed because I had an email. And I thought, well, while I'm doing my daily update, I'll include it, and it's a perfect topic for most of the questions that I do get. So Andrew in New Zealand asked me, how do I make a crust as an actor? Now, excuse me. Now it's a difficult one sometimes, because you don't always get auditions, and my main agent does put me up for work, and she does put me up for quite a lot, which I'm really grateful for. But you don't always get called. Sometimes, if your face doesn't fit, and it's got nothing to do with talent sometimes, if you don't have the right look, you will not even get called for an audition. So yes, it is a really hard industry to pay the bills with. My cough isn't getting much better. Never mind. But yeah, sometimes you live hand to mouth, and you do wonder how you're going to pay the next mortgage instalment or whatever. And I'm lucky enough to have a very supportive partner. And when I say supportive, I don't mean that he pays all my bills. I still am liable for all my bills and my mortgage and everything else. But he's really supportive, and he stands by me no matter what situation I find myself in. So if I'm out of work for 4 months, I was out of work for at one point, but I was lucky enough to have a job before that happened, in the acting industry, which meant I could save up enough money to expect those 4 months. And as an actor, if you don't save up knowing that you might be unemployed for 4 months, you're screwed. It's that simple. Now in Birmingham, it's the second city of the country, so there's plenty of part-time or temporary work going. Whereas if you're in London, the bills are so much more, and you might be paying double the amount what you might pay over here in Birmingham. So even when you're out of work, you need to work. You don't have a choice. And that's why I'm not saying this is every actor in London, but some actors in London find themselves just doing bar work or restaurant work or sometimes office work. And in that case, some people find themselves getting into a rut and just having to work full time in order to pay the bills. Whereas you can sometimes, and I know quite a few actors like myself who do promotions, who do temporary admin work every now and again. They don't commit to anything because that means you're free to look for acting work. And the lucky ones that do get acting work can be proud that they've taken that time, not stressed too much about it, and got some work out of it. Now, I was lucky enough, when I finished drama school, I was lucky enough to get full-time work in the acting industry for 2 years, just over. And then I decided to stop that because it was educational based. So I thought I'll come out of the education theatre industry and try and get some mainstream stuff. Now, so far I've been lucky, but I'm always prepared for the moments where you might not work. Now, in that case, I'm always looking out for part-time jobs, promotional jobs, part-time sales stuff, whatever. I will work as anything just to pay the bills. And that is one of the keys, as far as I'm concerned, in the industry, not to turn your nose up at everyday jobs. Because if it wasn't for people who were doing part-time sales jobs or cleaning the streets, cleaning toilets, the whole country would just be a mess, and no one would have anyone to help companies grow, companies build, and everything else. Whereas I say that because I know a few people who do turn their nose up at everyday jobs, and I'm not going to be a cleaner. Oh, that's disgusting. Well, I'm sorry, but if you need to pay the bills, you need to take any job you can. So yes, in answer to your question, that is basically an overall look at how you make a crust as an actor. Unless you make it big in soap operas or film, you basically just need to make a crust, and you don't have an option whether or not you have to work. You just have to if you want to pay the bills. But I also know some actors who stay with friends, who stay on sofas, still live with their parents, because it's a lot easier that way to free yourself up to find work. But thanks for your question. I hope that was helpful, and I hope that answered what you were asking. I hope you're well, Andrew, and thank you for your question. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. I hope you find it very interesting. And if there is anything you want to know, like Andrew has done, just ask the question. I've got flies in my ears. Ask the question, and I will do my best to get the answer to you. Andrew, I'll mail you an answer anyway. But yes, thanks guys. I really appreciate your support. And lots of love. I'm going to leave it there, and I'll probably do another update later on today. I hope you liked my latest show, which was the weather show. If you haven't seen it, pop over to my channel. My main video is the weather show. I finished that yesterday and I uploaded it. Let me know what you think. And if you want, you can catch me on Mondays over at 5 Can Make a Difference collab channel. I am Mr. Monday on that channel. Lots of love, guys. Bye.